Gaudi was a very spiritual man. He says those who look for the laws of nature as a support for their new works collaborate with the Creator. He aspired to harmonize his work with nature because he believed it was a way in which not only individuals but also society as a collective came to know the divine. The facade has provoked countless metaphors, such as ocean waves, human lips, and the most famous, the stone quarry. He believed that curves were a gift from the divine and would allow individuals to experience that greater good within his buildings. Casa Mila is an equilibrated structure. Much like a tree standing on its own, Gaudi believed the house of God should stand on its own. Although not a religious structure, he alludes to the idea of spirituality to be our support system, our rock and the foundation with two dominating columns. Each porch vault is marked in the center with an X symbolizing a cross. The repetition of triangular shapes are a reference to the Trinity and, according to Gaudi, a more complex mathematical theory of building that alludes to order. He stated that the tetrahedron is the synthesis of space. The wheel-like iron structure that supports the span between the inner courtyard and the basement is Gaudi's most elaborate addition. The iron is completely concealed in the finished building to facilitate the division of more than 50 rooms. The residential structure is typical in that its plan typology, a 5-story building of flats with internal courtyards, is common in Barcelona. The free plan is structured with the extensive use of internal columns to facilitate the complex wall plan. Gaudi purposefully sectioned off each apartment so that they would have a portion of the facade with a balcony and a beautiful view. The interior of the apartments are whitewashed and airy with large bay windows. The white symbolizes purity, and the windows allow light to enter that diffuses in all directions, which inspires the movement of life and spiritual energy. Gaudi embodies the natural world through all the organic and revolutionary forms throughout his design of Casa Mila, unveiling a greater good and grander beauty. Gaudi's concept emphasizes the importance of natural beauty through complex and imperfect lines. The complex shape of the apartments inspires a much more elevated and rich way of thinking. Gaudi employs familiar forms with eccentric turns, taking the spectator by surprise and forcing him to understand the work much more deeply to connect themselves with the greater good.